Hello, you guys. This is Narika with Eileen, the All-Knowing. Okay, I wanted to do part 2 of my twin flame relationship video because if you guys haven't seen part 1, I explained to my viewers that I were a twin flame also, and that I had a twin flame experience, and I wanted to just share with you guys something that was going on with me yesterday, and I said, you know what, let me share this experience with my viewers, because those that is in separation, you might be experiencing the same thing. And I know that some of the people that's in twin flame relationships, they experience loneliness and all of these things. You know, I don't experience that too much because I'm actually in a relationship. I'm in my karmic soulmate relationship. So I don't experience loneliness. But I do experience longing, if you understand what I mean. Like, I do sometimes when I'm alone, and if my babe, if my karmic soulmate is listening to this, he might get mad. But when I'm alone, I think about my twin flame, and sometimes because I'm a psychic, I get kind of visions of what he going through or what he doing, and I want to explain to you guys certain things, because you might be experiencing the same thing that I'm going through and don't know it, okay, or what it is, okay. So I was sitting down. Oh, and please, I know y'all hear that thunder and lightning. It's like pouring, raining today. Wonderful. I love it, because when you a psychic, right, you love the rain and thunder and lightning. It's like the best time to do magic. It's like the best time to do spiritual things. And so I loving it. So I sat down at my desk. I said, let me get to work. You feel me? Use some of that energy for some positive things. So when I sat down here, and I was kind of, yesterday I was feeling kind of funky. You feel me? I don't know why. I was really frustrated with my situation. My kids would tell you I was just like really evil yesterday. Like, so I was like, God, where is this coming from? Because that's not my personality. So I'm like, where is that anger coming from? So I sat down here at my desk, and I was like, okay, Spirit, tell me what's going on. Where is he, and what is he going through? Because if this is not my natural energy, then who energy is this? And so, sure enough, the Spirit explained to me that, yes, he's going through something. He's frustrated. He's in a situation. It's because he's trying to open up a business. He's trying to buy a house, and things is not going the way he would like for it to go. And he's living, it looks like he's living with someone, like a roommate situation. And I know my twin flame is in a relationship also. And I explained, I don't know if I explained in my first video, but I had a baby and he had a baby. And so he's with his baby mama. We haven't talked, in a while, but I know he's in a relationship, and he have a little baby that's 2 years old, just like I do. And so, sorry about that, you guys. That he have a little baby that that's 2 years old, just as well I do. I have a boy, he has a girl. And that's another thing about me and my twin flame. We got the opposite. He have girls, I have boys. Okay. I have girls too, but I have more boys. He have no boys. So so I feel as if like him and his relationship is not going good, because he's not doing good financially. And I don't think that him and his girlfriend is having some problems with him not doing financial. I think it's just him. He's frustrated about his progress in life, because I can feel it, But that's what I wanted to tell you guys, because I got a list, okay? Because when you're doing a video, we have a lot of things that we want to talk about, but sometimes we need to write them things down. So I wrote some little key pointers that I want to talk to you guys about, because I was reading an article about twin flames, and in this article, it was a twin flame. You know, one of the twin flames that is not the runner, but the one that is more into the relationship than the runner. You feel me? So she labeled a twin flame relationship as a toxic relationship. And so I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, yes, was my twin flame experience toxic? You know, was it really toxic? And so I thought about it. I said, yeah, because I almost killed myself, so it was toxic. You feel me? But I have to give the credit where credit is due, and I have to put the blame where the blame is due, okay? I didn't kill myself because of my twin flame. You know, I tried to kill myself because I was weak, that I couldn't live without him, okay? Honestly, if you be honest with yourself, and I have many clients that's twin flames, and when they were going through their union, I was with them hand in hand. And the first thing I explained to my clients was that a twin flame, when you enter a twin flame situation, when you finally meet your twin flame, that's when you know it's a learning situation. This is a classroom. It becomes a classroom. You're about to learn about yourself. I told them that. I was like, this is a mirror relationship. Every single thing about you that needs to be changed will be changed in this relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you how dope I am. I didn't even freaking know nothing about no twin flame. Real shit. I ain't know nothing about no twin flame. I didn't know that God was going to use this relationship to mold me into the person that I needed to be today. But I'm going to tell you what kind of person I am. I know in a twin flame situation, you got one that is spiritual and you got one that is science. Okay? You got one that's tall and skinny and you got one that's fat and short, maybe. You know, that's how y'all opposite. One light skin, one dark skin, one white, one black. You know, like that. Okay, so I'm the spiritual one, and I've been spiritual my whole entire life. I explained in my first video, you know, so when things happen to me in my life, I make it a business to call my daddy upstairs and ask him, like, what the fuck is this? Real shit. What is this? Okay, so when I enter my relationship, and I explained to you my twin flame, I am the oldest one, and my twin flame is the youngest one. And so when I enter my twin flame situation, I ask God, who the hell is this? Because this little young whippersnapper, and I ain't with it, you know. So I didn't want no part of it. Not in that relationship. I didn't know if it was twin flame or nothing. I didn't want no part of his ass. You know, because I'm like, he think he with a sugar mama. He think he finna freak me and get in my Section 8. Nope. You know, those kind of situation. I was the rich one. And at the time, you know, I'm going to tell you all about that later. Yeah, I was the rich one. And the one that established, been married 3 times and all of that stuff. He had just started, you know. So, it was battling, you know, backwards and forward. So I asked God, what is this kind of relationship? What is I should expect out of this? And why do you got me in this? Because I'm also a psychic. And so anybody that comes in my life, I already know that if I'm in your life, I'm in your life to change you. So I was like, what is this? So when God, no lie, in the rain, it was so funny because it was a rainy day. And I was trying to leave here. I met him and I was trying to leave, and somebody hit my damn car. Can you imagine that? That you on your way, you packed up your car, you ready to go, and you going home, and somebody come out of no damn where and totaled. They didn't just hit my car, they totaled my car. Do you hear me? So I'm in this situation. I'm like, what the hell? How you going? So everybody, they thought I was crazy because I promise you, rain pouring down. This rain came in nowhere anyway. It wasn't drizzling. It wasn't thunder and lightning. It was sunny. The rain just came down pouring, like pouring down. So that man couldn't see, and the person that was driving my car couldn't see. So flap, they just totaled my car out. I'm talking about I had to stay another 2 weeks. I got on my knees in the rain, in the mud. Hell yeah. in the rain, in the mud. And I'm asking God, why? I couldn't stand Miami. I didn't want to be here no more. The vacation was whack as fuck. The only thing good about the vacation was the twin flame. And I'm going to tell you something. It's crazy because I told y'all I ran from this nigga for 2 weeks. And I was only here for a month. That after the damn car accident ended up being 2 months. Okay. So I was here for a month. I ran for 2 weeks. So that left us 2 weeks that day that my car. So 2 weeks we just relationship just getting okay. I'm realizing, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I realized something because he had effect on mama. Because I've been married 3 times, and I told y'all in that video I never opened up my heart for love. And then boom, I'm gonna tell you something. A situation happened. I ain't gonna tell on myself because my twin flame, my twin flame might be watching this. You know, a situation happened. And that's when I realized I fucking love this nigga. And I was like, what? Nah. You know, this ain't love. That nigga must be cute. You know, real shit. That's how it was. So, when I realized I loved him, do you know he rejected me? Now I've been running from this nigga all this time, and then he gonna reject me when I tell him I love him. Real shit. Really? That's not even cool. So I'm like, oh, fuck you too. You know? Real shit. Oh, real shit. So I acted like a little spoiled brat. I don't give a fuck. So at this point, I wasn't trying to get to know him like that. The universe was just pulling us together. Okay? So I don't want to go into that because I went into that the first video. Because this is not about the twin flame phenomenon. This is about my sisters that's out here killing themselves. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your ass. Excuse my French. I felt like, you know what? This is not the video to sugarcoat. This is, I'm up in your living room. You see this? I'm sitting at my kitchen table. You at my kitchen table. You sitting over there. The other one sitting over there. The other one sitting over there. And I'm checking y'all bitches. This real talk. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all these videos. I'm tired of all these comments down here about y'all longing for y'all twin flame and oh, they don't want me. Why is he rejecting me? Yeah, I've been through all of that. This is not an insensitive bitch. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not being insensitive. I'm chin checking you because, like this sister said, she said it was toxic. But it's not about being toxic more than it is you not taking responsibility of your actions. And that's the whole point of this twin flame situation. See, this is where y'all get sideswiped. Everybody gets sideswiped with these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? When you in a situation, when you got the eye on the prize, say this is the prize, all right? And I'm going to put this prize way over here. And all of these things that's sitting in front of me are obstacles that I got to go through to get to this prize. What I didn't know, and the reason why I use these cards as obstacle, because this is the most wonderful example that I could ever put before you. First obstacle, trust. Trust. The reason why these obstacles are put in place before you get this beautiful prize is because when you was in that last relationship, let's go back to before you met your twin flame. Every single one of twin flames can honestly say that if you wasn't the kind of person that you had any nigga you want, any girl you want, you ain't no damn twin flame. And I know that right now. Because every twin flame out here was egotistic. And in order for you to be egotistic, you have to fit in one of these categories. You got to be the jock. You got to be the cool girl. You got to be the pretty one. You got to be the one that everybody fucks with. You know? Everything come easy to you. But we had these obstacles along the way. Yeah, I got raped. I was put out of my mama's house at 13. But during these process, every time I needed something, I had it. The universe gave it to me. I was special. I knew it. Any nigga, the finest nigga in the school, I had him. The doctor, the lawyers, I had them. Yeah, real talk. My husbands wasn't no low grade niggas. My husbands was millionaires. Okay? My baby daddies was rappers. You know? So I wasn't the average girl. I wasn't the girl that felt shy to talk to a nigga. Because I just told niggas, you're going home. You going home with me? Mm-hmm. That's the girl I was. Okay? So you wasn't that kind of girl. Then all of a sudden, this person comes in your life and tell your spoil you ass, no. Mm-hmm. No, I don't want your ass. No, you ain't never been broken up with. You the broke up one. You know, you the one that break up with that person. So then all of a sudden, somebody breaking up with your ass. Remember, this is about our issues. This is about these things that's hidden down on the inside of us. This is about those prides, those attachment issues, those procrastinating issues, trust issues that we hide behind. You understand? These twin flame relationship make you stop being fake, baby. You see, if I showed you a picture of me in 2011, before I met my twin flame, I had a whole lot of makeup on. Yeah, I used to wear the eyeshadows because I used to be a makeup artist. I did eyelashes and all that shit. I do hair and all these things. So my face was made up. And I was so pretty all the time. Dressed so nice all the time. Now I'm in tank tops. Barely put on something on my face. Yeah, because truthfully, that makeup that I used to put on my face was a mask. And I wasn't trying to make myself pretty because as you can see, I'm still pretty, baby. I was putting that mask on just like I told my daughter when she would ask me, Mommy, you look so pretty. And I would say, baby, Mommy already pretty. But I was trying to put that mask on because whatever I was hiding from the world, I put that mask on, that went away. And my smile came for the day. But inside of me, I was crying because I went through all this pain in life. Like I said many times in those videos that I felt empty. I felt incomplete. I didn't know where I fit in the world that I was in. So I put that mask on so that I will fit in with everybody else. That mask told me, 1, 2, 3, let's go, girl. You know? And so the first thing, and I'm going to tell you, it's crazy because the first thing my twin flame challenged was that damn mask. That's the first thing he said to me once he met me. He said, I know you pretty. Take that shit off your face. Take that off your face. I don't even want to see that. I promise you, every time I would come around him, he would wipe my face. Or he would say something about it. You know what I'm saying? And then I had cancer. I had cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. So when I met him, I was just healing from my cancer. So I wore a lace wig. And I'm going to tell y'all a story, right? My hair, I'm African and Indian. So my hair grows down my back. As you can see, my dreads, they long. Okay. When I had cancer and I did that chemo, all my life I have been cutting my hair by choice. People will tell you, girl, bald head with big ass earrings. Cause Africa, we good with cutting our hair. We don't care. We don't care nothing about hair. And so, But when that chemo came, my sons had told me, they said, Mommy, we don't want you to cut your hair no more. And it was the first time in my life that I promised my kids that I wasn't going to cut my hair anymore. Because finally they seen my hair growing and they was like, oh, your hair pretty. Why you always cutting your hair? You know, and all that stuff. And so finally I decided to keep it. And the first time in my life when I decided, okay, I ain't never cutting my hair no more. And then it all fell out. That was the most scariest shit I ever seen in my life. And I'm going to tell you, it was most about losing control. See, by choice, I was cutting my hair. Now, something out the blue took my hair out. That startled me. That was the first time in my life I was afraid of dying. And so I battled my cancer alone. And I'm getting up close and personal because this is the only way I think that you could resonate if I put my deepest fears out there. Everybody that knows me, look how big I am. You see my arms. Do you think I'm scared of a bitch in the street? Well, I was the... They call me Lil Rocky. That's to knock a girl out so quickly, a nigga out. But my deepest fears was to die alone because I came in this world sick. I was a sick baby. My mama left me at the hospital. You know, she worked a lot. I don't know what the issue is, but somebody told me my mama didn't even come see me in the hospital like that. And, you know, I never want to believe that because my mother was, when I was young, my mother was there for me or whatever. You know, she abused me, but I wouldn't believe my mama left me in no hospital for 6 months and didn't come to that hospital every day. I heard two sides to the story. My daddy said one thing, my mama said another thing. So I don't know the truth about that. But I do know this, as I got older and I was still battling my sickness, I witnessed my mama tell the doctor that she's not going to stop smoking for this child. I witnessed my mother still smoke around me knowing that I had chronic asthma and that every day was a struggle breathing. I lived 90% of my time in the hospital and 10% of my time at home. And so I witnessed that, so I knew that. And as years went on and I constantly was in the hospital, 90% of my life in the hospital, alone. I got 9 siblings. And none of them came to visit me. None of those husbands. I was there every time by myself. And so when I was in that hospital struggling for my life, that was always the reality to me. One day I'm going to die in this hospital and I'm going to be alone. Ain't none of them, out of all the thousands of family members I got, my family huge, ain't none of them going to be here. But they all going to be crying at my funeral. So that was my thing. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to die alone. Now, my everyday living, I didn't even care about being around people. But I didn't want to die alone. I didn't want nobody to find my body rotting in my house for months. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be breathing funny and couldn't breathe. And I couldn't call somebody to get my inhaler for me. That was my deepest fears. So I had separation issues. I had alone issues. That's why I jumped into relationships that were empty, because I didn't want to be alone. It wasn't about he was rich. It wasn't about he was fine. It wasn't none of that. I just put up with any damn thing because I didn't want to be alone. But in those relationships, I still was damn alone. Then I met my twin flame. And he was sitting there going through something like the same. I don't know what his deepest fears is, but I knew he didn't like being alone either because he had a big ass entourage. And I'm going to tell you the funniest shit, because twin flame relationships is the shit. I'm telling you. Everybody else would be like, oh, the sex or whatever. Me, it was just, as y'all can see, I'm conceited. I like looking at myself, you know. So Hence, that's why I don't show my face in the camera, so I can focus more on helping people than looking at myself. But so imagine if I'm conceited and looking at myself turns me on, then what you think seeing myself outside of myself in the physical? That shit was amazing. Seeing someone that got the same talents as me, seeing someone got the same drive as me, seeing even my bad, looking at my bad was funny to me. I had a time of my life. My experience as a twin flame was a little bit different than some of y'all's because I looked at life differently. And I'm going to tell you when that happened. That happened when I fucking let go and surrender to God. See, I surrendered to God first and met my twin flame afterwards. Because God knew that at that time that I was ready. I was ready for the change. And I didn't give a damn what I had to go through. But I didn't want to cry no more on the inside secretly. I didn't want another relationship empty. I wanted relationships with my children. I wanted a relationship with my mother. So in order for me to do that, I had to get rid of these bad shits about me. Now, when you made that contract, see, everybody talks about the contract that you make before you come into this world. But you know when else you made that contract that nobody talks about? You made that contract in the physical, in this world too. Because if you can be truthful, this twin flame phenomenon came about when you told God, I want to change. Once you told him you want to change, boom, your twin flame came into your life and started that process. And so in that process, we get this. See, when you think you got to change, you be like, okay, somebody say you gonna stop smoking. Okay, I'm gonna stop smoking. Right after this cigarette, I'm gonna stop smoking. I swear to God, this is gonna be the last day I smoke. And if you notice, this person on the day that they say they're gonna stop smoking, start smoking more than they ever smoked a day in their life. So how in the hell you gonna stop smoking if let me smoke this last pack of cigarette in 24 hours, and you the kind of person that smoke one cigarette a day, but now you trying to smoke 20 cigarettes in 24 hours. You don't think that tomorrow your craving for a cigarette is going to be even more? So the next day, when some shit go bad, you'll be like, damn, where my cigarette at? I need my cigarette. God damn it. I need my cigarette. And then your friend come in and say, man, I thought you was going to stop smoking today. I'm going to stop smoking tomorrow. I promise you. Give me a cigarette today. I'm going to stop smoking tomorrow. Then tomorrow become tomorrow. Tomorrow come tomorrow. Then it come tomorrow. And then you never stop smoking. Now you smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Okay. So that's how we do God. So he ain't finna allow that to happen. He got to bring somebody in that's going to get the job done. Hence them karmic soulmates. And see, I ain't stupid, right? All y'all that's out here, when God was sending out them karmic soulmates, y'all out here listening to us when we tell y'all they coming about. And you done been in one of them relationships. You done been in that karmic soulmate relationship. You know that nigga don't play. That's why you don't want that relationship. You be like, nah, I'm gonna wait on my twin. Nah, that's copping out. Because, see, we talk about the union. We talk about the reunion. But what we don't talk about is the journey. The twin flame comes in. When you in union, the twin flame is there to show you your faults. Okay? To show you your faults. If you never thought that you were selfish because you help people, but in your relationships, you the selfish nigga on earth. And y'all, I'm sorry. because I think I said nigga more than I said in my whole entire life. So I'm not going to say that no more. You know, forgive me. I don't even like that. You the selfishest person on life, okay? You don't think that you conceited because you date the fat nigga, the ugly. Didn't I say it again? I'm sorry. You see what I mean about that cigarette? God, please anoint my tongue. Don't let me say that word no more. Okay? Because you dating ugly people and you dating fat people that you usually wouldn't date. You consider yourself not shallow or conceited. But when you in that relationship, you dogging them.
What is wrong with me?
You know. What happened? It's not heating up. It's because it just blew up. I'm sorry about that. My microwave was messing up because my daughter did something and now it don't work no more. So, back to what I was saying. So, this twin flame relationship brings those things out of you because, as you know, in your twin, the reason why he's so harsh, everybody telling me he's so harsh. He ain't harsh, you sensitive. Your crabby butt don't want nobody telling you selfish. You don't want nobody telling you shallow or you a scary cat or anything like that. Anything that it is against what you know, you running from it. No, it's not a toxic relationship. It gets the job done. And the only thing that gets the job done is somebody is being 100% real to you. And see, the only reason why you feel like it's toxic because your little friend, the little cheerleader that you got in your life, get rid of her. Because that's what's holding you back. That cheerleader. The cheerleaders that be telling you, girl, you know he ain't no good. Girl, he should have never called you. But she didn't tell you. You didn't tell that friend that when you and your twin flame split up, y'all split up on mutual grounds. Y'all didn't split up. When separation come in, it is not done like you calling him. All of a sudden he hit it and quit it. It is not done like that because unconditional love don't look like that. Twin flames have unconditional love. They hurting you is hurting him. Hurting her is hurting you. You know what I'm saying? That's how a twin flame relationship is. So he set your butt down. And he told you, that's not working because you're not listening. This not working because you this and that. This not working because of that and that. But you being self-centered is like, how dare him break up with me? How dare him this and that? I'm good. I'm this. I'm the best thing ever happened to him. No, you're not. You're not the best thing ever happened to him. You're the worst thing ever happened to him. Why? Because both of y'all are mirroring each other's faults. So both of y'all, it's the worst thing ever happened to them. But it's needed. It's needed. And that's the reason why my separation, yes, for the first 3 years, I hurt so bad. Because why? I'm going to tell you why. It's because I separated from him because of me. I didn't. It was my fault that the best feeling I ever had in my life made someone finally stand up to me, the bully, and walked away. And I couldn't do but respect him. And he'll tell you, I went to him, I would beg with him and plead with him. And he would tell me, I gave you so many chances. I gave you this many chances to change. I couldn't see. While I was in it, I couldn't see what I was doing wrong. Because you know why? I had them cheerleaders. I had them cheerleaders that was in my life. That right now they think I'm hell on wheels now. Because after he left me and gone and I sat back, you don't wish your water to the well run dry. When I sat back and I thought about it. And I said, God, where did I go wrong? How come I couldn't see? And he showed me. He showed me. He showed me all the bad things that I was doing. Because that is the process. That's the time that you going to see it. Ain't told me, them cheerleaders that's telling you, that ain't wrong. He did. I said nigga this time because that's them saying it, not me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, God, how can I fix this? And then I ain't gonna lie to you. My separation was hard. Because my twin flame, his whole family, can you imagine? His brother was living with me, his sister was leaving me, and his mama was calling me every day. And I was tired of that. That's what made me try to kill myself. Because they kept telling me, oh, you know, he love you. You know, this and that. And he love you. And I'm like, he ain't acting like he love me. Why he ain't saying it? You know? So, that was hard for me. That was the part that was hard for me. And then finally I got enough courage to say, oh, y'all gotta go. Get out. Get out of my house. I gotta do this by myself. I can't do this with y'all. As long as I'm looking at y'all, I'm going to realize he's supposed to be here, not y'all. And I cried all the time. I cried for 3 years. I swear to God, I wouldn't even eat. That's why I'm big now, because I overcompensated. When I did get my shit together, I started eating like crazy. So, that's what I'm playing, y'all. I did not eat, but I mean, I'm playing about the overcompensating. That was a joke. But anyway, I had to step aside, and I had to realize what I had to learn, and then I had to realize how important separation was, okay? Separation is not a punishment. It's actually needed. When you in union with your twin flame, he's healing you. He's getting you prepared for separation, and you don't even know it. You're never knew what the problem was that was keeping you away from your success in the best relationship. But it was you. And so the twin flame union magnifies all the problems that's wrong. Separation is the time that you deal with it. It's not the time that you sit around and wait for him to come back. Because if you did no work in separation, you're not getting them back. You understand that? Now, the young lady that did the article, she goes from 1 to 7 stages. 7th step is acceptance. Okay? My twin will tell you I did this. Because me and him was best friends. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, the reason why I was so attached to my twin is because how can you be in a family that you feel different than everybody in your family? I swear I thought I felt like an alien. And to finally meet somebody that were going through the same thing I was going through, he felt different than everybody in his family. And the only 2 people that made sense was him and I. So what I missed about separation is I am not a... my friends will tell you, I come around and then I disappear from my friends because I feel empty. You know, I don't like talking about the same things that my friends like to talk about. I'm not a Facebook junkie. I'm not into gossiping and things like that. I'm into world-changing things. And they will be talking about this nonsense, and it would be blowing me. I'd be like, damn, I don't even want to talk about this. But me and my twin, I was into spiritual stuff. I'm into scientific things. I'm actually a cool nerd. So, quite naturally, you know, people would think like she cool. So they talk cool stuff. But I'm more of a nerd than I am cool. So I like the stars. I like the planets. I like talking about God. I like talking about things that I've been through, things that I fantasize about, things that I want to do, you know, and I'm a go-getter, and I like to be focused. And during the time that I met my twin flame, God had rocked my world. So I talked about my world being rocked all the time, you know, and I needed somebody that really listened. And those that around me they hadn't even been blessed nowhere near as much as I've been blessed. So they looking at me like, girl, you lucky, this and that and that and that. They were not hearing what I was going through. He the only one could hear me. And when I would get conceited or when I would be selfish or self-centered, he would call me on my stuff. And that is a true good friend. A friend that could tell you when you're wrong is the best friend you could ever have. But when you with friends that agree to every single thing that you're doing, that's not your friend. So that's why I missed them in separation, because I felt alone again. Now I was back into that loneliness. And I don't know about you, but when I was in that loneliness, I had this feeling. I went to him before I got this epiphany. I went to him and came to him one more time. And I told him, I said, I'm going to confess my love to you one more time. If you reject me, I'm walking away. And you'll never see my face again. And he told me that, and let me tell you, it's crazy because he described my karmic soulmate to a T before I even met my karmic soulmate. I almost thought that he picked him for me. Like he went and told him, look, I'm gonna hook you up with this girl. Real stuff. Because he described him to a T. And so, and I met my karmic soulmate outside of his house trying to make him jealous. So I held up my end of the bargain. I stopped texting him. I stopped calling him. I stopped going to his house and looking like a fool in front of everybody. Like I told you, I kicked his family out of my house. I told his mother respectfully I loved her. And I loved his mama with all my heart. Oh my God, me and her connection was way stronger than even me and my mother. You know, and I had to let it all go so that I could heal. And I healed myself first. I forgave him secondly. And I picked the pieces up. And I started dating my karmic soulmate. But before I did that, when he told me, I told him, give me a hug. And I squeezed him really tight. And he said, what you do that for? I said, because I prayed and asked God to take whatever love that you put in my heart that made me feel like I couldn't move, that I couldn't think without you. I asked God to give it back to you. Because I can't live like this. And so when I did that, it gave me a breath of fresh air. I cried all that night. I tried to do some stupid stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I met my karmic soulmate that day. But I didn't date my karmic soulmate that day, to be honest. I ended up dating my boss. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I had did some reckless stuff. Because 3 years I sat celibate. So I was really trying to do some whole shit. But God ended up putting me right into my karmic soulmate relationship. We've been together ever since. And so, and that's the reason why y'all girls don't want to be in a relationship. I know. Because that's some shit. There you go. You see this fake style on me? So karmic soulmates, these niggas need to be shot. But it's the truth. They need to be shot. Okay, I will say that, you know, with all that, getting that out, I feel like a kindergartner with a teacher that was rough, and I was trying so hard to pass this exam, and I couldn't do it on my own, so God brought in a tutorer that was the worst tutorer on earth. That's how me and my karmic soulmate relationship was. When I say me and him fight all the time, we fight all the time. But the karmic soulmate relationship is a little bit like this. It's like, I swear to God, it's like pulling a tooth to describe this feeling. It's like a drill sergeant coming in to get the job done, and then you get a taste of your karmic, your twin flame. So you can kind of know what was happening. Like, he gets the job done, and then right when I'm about to give up, he throws in that twin flame. And so it got to the point where like some other you guys would be like, forget it, I will settle for my karmic soulmate, or I'll settle for my soulmate, because you get a little bit of the twin flame and you be like, okay, I could do this. You know, this is good. But even that karmic soulmate or that soulmate is not permanent, love, because that's not the destination. And so once I realized that, I had to realize what I was supposed to learn. And truthfully, the real thing that you're supposed to learn in this experience is what you need to heal about, what you can't let go in your heart. And mine was about my parents, the beginning. And so I learned it through this process. And I'm so grateful to my karmic soulmate. That is my nigga. I said it again, but I had to say it like that because he's my best friend. And why he's my best friend? Because when I'm wrong, he says it. And he makes me think. And he makes me second guess my movements. And he calls me on my shit. And I am happy for that. And sometimes, I promise you, I am dreading the separation between him and I. But I know it have to happen so that I could get what I truly need. And so my advice to you guys is utilize your separation. Utilize your separation time to do the work. Now, another thing that I want to clarify in this is because everybody says that karmic soulmate relationships is supposed to be, y'all supposed to do work together. You know, that's the job of the twin flame, okay? I want to tell y'all something that y'all not noticing, okay? You're doing the work. You think that you got to be reunited to do the work. You're not. You're doing the work now, and you don't even know it. Like, look at me. Once you go through union and separate, right? And you heal yourself. When you heal yourself, you start realizing what the hell you supposed to do. What is your destiny? Because you couldn't realize that because you were so caught up into that pain and suffering that you were going through. But now, you're not in that no more. So now you got clarity. Now you got time to meditate. Now you got time to talk to God and find out what is your true purpose on this earth. Okay? So, in that process, you start doing the work. Okay? That's one thing. So, you don't have to be in reunion to do the work. You could be doing the work right now together. And I'm going to tell you how in part 3. Usually, I go off with that dramatic effect, but I'm not going to do that. This is Narika. This is the Aline, the all-knowing. And I noticed since I've been doing my videos, I see a lot of people be viewing my videos, but they don't be liking, disliking. They don't be sending no comments or none of that. I'm going to tell you something. You know how they say don't judge a book by its cover? I'm going to tell you, I know that my words slur because English is not my first language. So I know that my words will slur a little bit. I may be not as professional as some of these psychics out here. You know, because I admire some of them. I sit and watch their videos. I don't just, look at my own videos, but I look at other psychics' videos. And I admire what they do. But I'm going to tell you something. If you don't give me a chance to help you in your life and contact me through my messenger or contact me through my email address at darlenetheallknowing@gmail.com, and you don't comment below to get the chance to do the win the reading on Friday, then you won't know how I could have helped you. I'm a little bit different than some of these psychics. And any of my clients, like, I'm not doing this because I'm thirsty with clients, because to be honest, I've been doing this for 20 years and I've helped a lot of people on my journey. I've been doing this since I was a kid. So I know that I could be a help to you. You just don't know it yet. And it's some things that you can do to heal. I don't just heal spiritually, but I heal your body physically. I heal your relationships. I heal your success issues. I help you learn your journey. But for those of you, I'm talking to my twin flames. I'm talking to my sisters and brothers, because we are a pack. We are in this together, and we need to stick together. And I'm not telling you to contact me because I need your money or anything like that. I'm telling you to contact me because those 3 years that I was in separation, that I tried to kill myself, I wish to God that there were other twin flames people out there that could talk with me and let me know that what I was going through, I wasn't alone. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was insane. I had nobody to talk to. And I'm telling you, I am not on an hourly rate. Rain, sleep, or snow, 24 hours a day, you can call my line and talk to me. My clients will tell you. My clients don't even get on this YouTube and look at me. Real shit. They don't even look at these videos. I send them to them. Especially if I get a reading and I'm talking to one of my clients, I'll send a video to them. Like, you know, I seen you in the video. This your situation. I won't tell y'all that, but that's what I do. I send it to them. They'll tell you. And they'll just hit my line up. Because once I get connected to you, you ain't even going to have to call me. I'll call you. So, hit me up. Give me a chance. Let me prove to you that it is not by chance that God made me do this YouTube channel. My daughter actually, my little daughter, she got a little YouTube channel. I don't know the name of her little channel, but I'll tell y'all, she got the goofiest channel ever. She needs some work. Real stuff. I'm the worst mama on earth, but I give her little pointers like, girl, don't do that. One of her videos, I'm talking to one of my clients in the background. I was so mad. But she got a little YouTube channel, and she the one ran across some psychics on YouTube and saying, "Mommy, won't you do this?" And I said, "Nah, I ain't into that." And so she was like, "No, if you don't do it, I'm gonna start videoing you while you doing your readings." And so I said, "Okay, if you help me set it up, I'll do it for you." And so I'm glad that I did it, because some of the readings that I do, one of my readings had me in tears. And so it's a whole nother level. And I understand why they're doing it now. And so I just want to help you guys. So let me help you. So now, this is Narka. No, this is the Aline. And I am Narka. Until next time, peace.